Kakalosh Bokatov, we're going to continue with Daf Yomi 39A1. So the Gemara said that a person is not allowed lo yitayel kayotzebo, just like we said yesterday. Lo yitayel adam al petach medina. A person is not allowed to go on the entrance on Shabbat and Yom Tov of the city. In order that he can immediately go into the merchatz. Okay, so says the Gemara, hadarbe. So what happened is he was chazarbo, and therefore, if Rabba would have known this braita, he would have retracted from that, which he said, you're allowed to be mutar la'arev, yom tov l'shabbat, l'shtika, because here it says mefurash in the braita, that tiyul b'sadeh, traveling, right, just going in the sadeh. So it says over here, in order to know what does it need after Shabbat and Yom Tov, is going to be prohibited. So it says the Gemara velohi, but it's not true. Shama le velo hadabe, he heard it, but he didn't retract. Hatamu chaminta, there, if a person's going at the end of the city or the field, we know what he's doing. Hacha, here, when he's going outside of the city on Yom Tov in order to make an arev, rabishtika, lamu chaminta, we don't know what he's doing. So yitzubam rabbanan hu amninan shmata meshachte. We're going to say that he's forgetting, he's thinking and learning, and he's just walking out of the city. And if he's in a ma'aretz, amninan chamra yikase. We're going to say that he's looking for his chamor. You know, that's what they're looking for. Okay? We're on Gufa. So we're on a few lines down on 39A1. Says the Gemara, Gufa Amar Rav Yehuda, this is what Rav Yehuda said, Yirev beraglav biyom rishon. If a person did an eruv with his feet on the first day of Yom Tov, so he has to do it on the second day of Yom Tov, the same thing with his feet. Probably if he did it with bread, he has to do it with bread of the second day as well. If he did an eruv with a pat rishon and it was eaten, then he also has to do an eruv on the second day as well. Okay, can you hear me? Everyone hears? Okay, very good. So it says the Gemara, but if he did it an eruv with his feet on the first day, he's not allowed to do an eruv with bread on the second day for Shabbat. You're not allowed to do it the first time with bread from Yom Tov to Shabbat because of achana, because of preparation. You have to already prepare beforehand. Okay, so it says the Gemara, if you did it with bread the first day, you have to do it the second day as well with bread. Shmuel says, with the same bread. We're not talking about you taking another loaf of bread, we're talking about the same bread. So Ravashi says, it's also conducive from this Mishnah. The Tanimos we learned, what do you do? You're going to take it to the first one, and then you're going to be machshi chalav. And then you're going to take it on the second day. Machshi chalav, and then you're going to wait until it becomes nighttime. And you're going to eat it. Tubalo, and then you're going to come. Rabbanan, and according to the rabbis, maybe they're just teaching us an etzat tova. Fine. Etzat tova is a good advice. Okay? And it says the Mishnah, Mishnah, 39A1 Mishnah. Yehuda says, Rosh Hashanah sheyeh shemen titadber. When you have a Rosh Hashanah that we're afraid that maybe it's going to become Ait Hashanah me'uberet. So me'arev adam shnei eruvin. So you do two different eruvs, right, on two different, directions, right? Ve'omer, and you're going to say, Eruvi berishon lemizrach u'vashni le'ma'arav. My eruv on the first day is to the east, on the second day to the west. Berishon le'ma'arav shel mizrach, or the opposite, right? The first day to the west, second day to the east. Right, Eruvi berishon uvasheni community, or my eruv on the first day and second day is like the people of my city, right? Or Eruvi besheni berishon community. V'lo chachamim do not agree with him. The person can make two different eruvim for two different days of Rosh Hashanah, because according to them, since it's all one kiddusha, one concept of kiddusha of holiness, you can't divide between the two. V'odam Rav Yehuda, also Rav Yehuda said, Atnei adam al kalkala. A person can make a condition on the kalkala, a basket of fruits of tevel, Yom Tov Rishon on the first day of Yom Tov, right, of Rosh Hashanah, Yochla b'Shanini on the second day, also an egg that was born on the first day, Yochla b'Shanini could be eaten on the second day. Lo du chachamim, but chachamim did not agree with him. Abdosa ben Hurkanas Omer, Abdosa ben Hurkanas says, Hover lifnei ateva b'Yom Tov Rishon shel Rosh Hashanah. Suddenly the Shliach Tzibur on the first day of Rosh Hashanah, he says, Hachalitzenu Hashem Elokeinu et yom Rosh Chodesh hazeh. Im hayom im machar, whether it's today or tomorrow. Machar, and the next day he says, Im emesh, whether it was today or yesterday. But Chachamim do not agree with him, and that's what we do also as well. So says the Gemara, Man lo hudu, who were the ones that didn't agree with him? Amar Rav says Rabbi Yosehi, it's Rabbi Yoseh. The Tanya was learned in Tosefta Modim Chachamim Rabbi Eliezer. Chachamim are Modim to Rabbi Eliezer. Rosh Hashanah Sheyireh Shem Titaber. On Rosh Hashanah that they're afraid maybe it's going to become a Shana Mu'beret. Arev Adam Shnei Eruvin, the person could do two Eruvin. And he could say that the Eruv on the first day is on the east, on the second day to the west, or on the first day to the west, second day to the east. My Eruv on the first day is, and the second day is like the people of my city, or the Eruv like the second day, the first day the people of my city. Rabbi Yoseh says that it's going to be Asur. So Amar Rabbi Yoseh says Rabbi Yoseh, Yetem Odim Shimbao Edim, you don't agree with me that if witnesses came in a Michal Umala from the Mincha onwards, Shnogim Oto Yom Kodesh, Machar Kodesh, both the days are Kodesh. So the same thing. It's one Kiddusha. Right? Lametetam Bet, Rabbanan, but according to the rabbis, Hatam Ki Yechid Lo Lezaluzul Be. It's only just Mizalzel on the 30th day of Elul on another year. So because of that, that's why Chachamim were Machmirim, but not because they actually admit to Rabbi Yoseh. Okay, 2 dots. Vodon Rabbi Yehuda, and Rabbi Yehuda also said, okay, so here we learned 3 different halachot. A person could be Marev, 2 different Eiruvin on 2 days of Rosh Hashanah. We separate Truma on condition on Rosh Hashanah, and an egg that was born on Rosh Hashanah, we make right on, it's going to be permitted on the second day. Utsricha, you need all 3 cases. Why? If it would have only been told us Talachav Rosh Hashanah, 2 different Eiruvin, only in this case the Rabbi Yehuda say this Mishum Delo Kavim Yide, because you didn't do anything. All the achanot were already done in Erev Yom Tov. Aval Kalkala, but a basket of fruits. The mirsi kimitaken tivla, that it looks like you're fixing the basket of fruits when you're taking off the maserot. I would say that he goes to the rabbis. If you're going to hold of these 2, because right, we cannot make any decree. Aval beitza, that we should make a decree because of the fruits that they're coming down. Shumashkin shazavu, because of liquids, by that they are coming out of the fruits. Again, maybe the whole like Rabbanan. Tzicha, therefore you need it. Tanya, we learned in a Braita. Kate said, Amar Rabbi Yehuda. How did Rabbi Yehuda say? What did he say? Matnei adam l'kalkala b'yom tov rishon. The person could be matnei, can make a condition on the kalkala, on the fruits, on Yom Tov Rishon to eat on the second day of Yom Tov. Hayula fram shte kalkolot. If you had 2 baskets of tevel, of untithed produce, Omer, he's going to say, Ima Yom Chol, if today is a mundane day, right? It's not Rosh Hashanah, and tomorrow is holy, Tezu Truma al Zo. So this should be Truma on this. Miyom Kadosh Machar Chol, if today is holy and tomorrow not, right? So then I didn't say anything. Kodei Hashem, and then you're going to say which type of Trumot Masrot it is. Umanicha, and you leave it there. Okay, Ulmachar, and then the next day, right? You're going to say, Ima Yom Chol, if today is the weekday, Tezu Al-Zu. So then this one should be on that one, the Trumot Masrot. But Ima Yom Kodesh, if today is Kodesh, and Veraklum, it's nothing. Hashem Yochlan, then he's going to eat it. Rabbi Yosef says it's going to be a sur. Same Lachar Rabbi Yosef would prohibit also on 2 days of Yom Tov in the Chutz Aretz, the diaspora as well. Okay? Hahu bar Tavia, the Ata leberesh kaluta. There was a bar Tavia, right, with the tzvi, right, that was brought to the house of the Resh Hagolah, the tzid that was captured by Goyim on Yom Tov Rishon of Galiyot, Ishtechit, and it was slaughtered Yom Tov Shani. Nachman Rav Chastar both said, Achlu, you're allowed to eat it. But even though you're not allowed to benefit from Melacha on Yom Tov that a Goy does for a Jew, since it's a Safek, the second day of Yom Tov, so therefore you're allowed to eat it. Shashat lo achar, Shashat did not eat it. Amar Rav Nachman says, Nachman, ma'yevele Rav Shashat, what am I going to do Rav Shashat? He's not going to eat the Basar Tzvi. Amar le Rav Shashat, v'ech yechul, how am I going to eat it? Tani Isi was Isi taught. Amar le Isi Tani, that Isi taught in a Braita. Rabbi Yosef said, that also they used to prohibit on the 2 days of Galiyot, the 2 days of Yom Tov in the diaspora. So it says, Galiyot, Bagola mibai. What means Galiyot? Bagola, in the diaspora. Ravasi, my kusha, what's the question? This is what it means. Rabbi Yosef said, maybe he used to do it like these 2 days. Right? That means this is the way that they used to do it. Okay? We're on the bottom of Lamed Tet Amud Bet. Okay? The bottom of 39b. So Ashkech Erev Shashal the Rabbi Shmuel. The Amalei, and he said, Tani Mar Midi B'Kedushot. Why are you teaching us something to do with the Kedusha of the 2 days of Galuyot, in the 2 days of Yom Tov in the diaspora? Amalei Tanina, we already learned it. That he does agree that it's all going to be 2 different Kedushot. So Amalei, so he comes and he says, if you would find him, he wouldn't have said anything. Okay? So therefore, why? Because Be'emet, it's correct, which means that it's not like, that's what he's saying over here, it's Be'emet, it's not like him. So Ravashi says, said it wasn't actually captured on the 2nd day of Yom Tov, right? So therefore, the entire Masel Matan between Rav Nachman and Rav Sheshet was, are you allowed to eat it, was that it wasn't captured on the 1st day of Yom Tov. Because if it was like that, so then he would have eaten it from it. But rather, it wasn't like that at all. Okay? Mem Amud Aleph, 48:1. Ela michutz tchumata. It came from out of the tchum. Okay? So man da'achal, the one that ate it, he held haba b'shli yisrael zeh mutar yisrael acher. That if it comes from one Jew, another Jew is permitted to benefit from it. Man da'achal, the one that didn't eat it, he held kol dati lever shkaluta dati kol banan. If it comes to the house of shkaluta, it's on everybody, because the resh kaluta is like where everybody comes to learn Torah. So it's going to be on everybody as well. The Ashkech Erev Sheshet, the Rabbi Bar Shmuel V'Amaleh, but he once found Rav Sheshet, right, to Rabbi Bar Shmuel that he said to him, Lo ayu dvarim me'olam, lahadam. Lahadam is lo ayu dvarim me'olam. What does it mean? That it never happened. Yeah? Fine. Next. Haul lifta de'ati le'mechuza. There was a story with lefet, with turnips, that were brought to sell in Mechuza and Yom Tov by a goy. Rava came out and he saw that it started drying up. So Shara Rava lemizma mineh. So Rava went and he said that everybody's allowed to buy this from the goy. And why? Amar havadayid mitmun lekra. He says the fact that it's starting to become bad, for sure it was already uprooted yesterday. It was cut yesterday, not cut on Yom Tov. Maya marta michutz tchumata atya. 1 second, but it came outside of the tchum. So by bishuli salzeh mutar lechol yisrael acher. So if it came from one Jew, another Jew could use it. Especially this one that was he brought also for the goyim. Kevin the Chaza, right? The kamab she'amaitelu. Since he saw that they were coming and they were bringing a whole bunch, for sure it was because of the goyim, right? That means, what does that mean? So he says he saw that a whole bunch of goyim were bringing it. So he saw no. Then he said it's a sul. Then he knew it was being brought for the Jews. So then it became prohibited. Okay? Okay, fine. Next. Hanau beginana. Was a story with Yisraelim that they used to come and make gardens of like hadassim. The gazulu asab Yom Tov Sheni, that the goyim cut hadassim, the myrtles, on Yom Tov Sheni shel galuyot, on Yom Tov Sheni, 2nd day of Yom Tov. The urta, motzei Yom Tov, he said you're allowed to do it immediately. So 1 second, it should be prohibited. Which means people that are not b'nei Torah, if they're going to start doing monkey business, they're going to start doing mechalel Yom Tov, mechalel Shabbat, mechalel everything. So forget about it. You have to prohibit it. So it's only because they're not b'nei Torah. But if they were b'nei Torah, it's going to be permitted. Why? You need to wait until the time that it takes for the goyim to cut it. So you do need Chdesh Yasu. Remember, Chdesh Yasu means you need the time which it's going to take for the goyim to do the melacha. That's the time that you need in order to come and actually benefit from it. Okay? The Bidosa. Omer, Aovel Lifnei Teva. According to the Bidosa, he says if somebody's going to be over Lifnei Teva on Yom Tov Rishonah, he's going to say Achalitzenu. Amar Rabba, comes Rabba, yeah, and he says like this, when we came to the Yeshiva of Ravuna, we asked the following question, do we mention Rosh Chodesh on Rosh Hashanah? Look how incredible this is, that we're speaking about Rosh Hashanah and Rosh Chodesh Mamash. This is remember, this is tomorrow's daf, or this is on Friday's daf already? I think this is Friday's daf, which is Erev Rosh Hashanah. Yeah? Correct or not? Mem, what day is that?
Mem is Erev Rosh Hashanah.
This is Erev Rosh Hashanah.
Yeah.
Daf. And this is talking about, what do you say? Do you mention it or not? Look how incredible.
Now you can talk.
Yeah?
Anyanada Yoma.
Exactly. Yeah? Okay, fine. So it says over here as follows.
I don't miss you.
I hear someone, but I don't know who it is. I think it's John Jack.
Yes, it is. Yes, I am.
Ah, okay. Where are you, John Jack? I don't see you.
I am with Rick.
Ah, okay, fine. Very good. Okay. Fine. No se hace falta. Soy para que mosavo. Cheers here.
Yeah, I
Fine.
didn't wake up early.
So, mamash inyanid yoma. Yeah, so it's mamash, this is shayach to what we're talking about, okay? So it says here, I'm a rabba. When I was in the academy of Rav Huna, they asked the following question: do we mention Rosh Chodesh and Rosh Hashanah or not? Kevin the Chanukim Musafin, since Rosh Hashanah, they bring the Korbanot Musaf of Rosh Hashanah and the Korbanot Musaf of Rosh Chodesh. You bring both. Right? You bring both different type of Korbanot. Amninan, do you say it? Well, Dilmar, do we say no? Zikaron echad ole lekan lekan. That it's one zikaron for both. So Amalan, so he says, Tinitua, we already learned it. What did we learn? We learned, Rabbi Dosa Omer, Rabbi Dosa says, Havel ifnei teva, if somebody's going to be Havel ifnei teva, like, my love, doesn't that mean that they didn't agree to him, laskir? So says Gemara, no, they didn't agree to him, latnot, which means laskir tnai, to make a tnai in the tefillah. That if today's Rosh Chodesh and not tomorrow, so you say Chalitzenu, and if tomorrow's Rosh Chodesh not today, right? No. That they don't agree. But we don't have an answer for this. Achinam mistabra, it's also mistabra that according to Chachamim, we do mention Rosh Chodesh and Rosh Hashanah. Ektani b'braita, but we went to the braita. That he used to do on Rosh Chodeshim of the entire year, right? Velo hodulo, and they didn't agree to him. Now, if you're going to tell me it's not to make a condition, Shumachi, that's why they didn't agree to him. But if you're going to tell me laskir, that it's you're mentioning Rosh Chodesh or Rosh Hashanah, why didn't they agree to him? Elamai, but rather latnot. So lama leila flugi betartes. Why are you going to make a machlok in both? Maybe conditions he doesn't agree with him, but mentioning Rosh Chodesh or Rosh Hashanah, you do. Yeah. So says the Gemara, tzricha. That's what you need it. Yes, we know Rosh Hashanah, but if you're going to tell me Rosh Hashanah, have a mean, I would have another mean back. I mean, the rabbi say no. Because if you're going to start mentioning the 2 days, that maybe today is not the Rosh Chodesh, so they're going to be mezalzel b'kedushat Yom Tov the Shnei Yamim Rosh Hashanah. But in Rosh Chodesh of the rest of the year, maybe he agrees to him. If it was only mentioned in this case by Rosh Chodeshim by itself, but maybe in Rosh Hashanah, maybe he agrees to the Rabbanan. You don't have to mention it. So tzricha, that's why you have to mention both cases, that there's a machlok between Bedosa and Chachamim, whether the Tnai or not, right? And therefore the machlok between them is, do you mention Rosh Chodesh or Rosh Hashanah? And according to everybody, right, that's what it says, Miskin Tamitzil Rosh Chodesh Rosh Hashanah. Fine. So now we're going to ask a question on this maskana. So Meitvei, Rosh Hashanah shechal yot b'Shabbat. No? Any more in Yana Diyoba? Yeah, Rosh Hashanah that comes out on Shabbat. Okay, we're not learning Masechet Rosh Hashanah, by the way. We're learning Masechet Eruvin. Okay, Rosh Hashanah that comes out on Shabbat. Bet Shammai Omrim, Bet Shammai say, Mitpalel Eser. You have to say 10 brachot. The 9 brachot are Musaf for Rosh Hashanah, and an extra one for Shabbat. But Hillel says no, like normal, 9 brachot. V'imita. Now, if you're going to tell me that the Chachamim they agree to Rabbi Dosa, you mention Rosh Chodesh and Rosh Hashanah, Bet Shammai should say 11. They should say 11. An extra one for Shabbat, an extra one for Rosh Chodesh. Mema Mubet, 40b. So Rabbi Zera says Rabbi Zera, Shana Rosh Chodesh is different. Mito shekolel the Shachrit ve'Orvit ve'Arvit kolel Nami Musafi. He says no. Since on Arvit ve'Shachrit we added in that you would do Mekadesh Shabbat v'Rosh Chodeshim or things like that. It means you combine everything together. So to a Musaf, we would combine everything together. So says the Gemara, Umile Bet Shammai Kolel, does he actually agree with this? Does Bet Shammai hold that we add everything, combine everything together? Tanya, we learned to them right, Rosh Chodesh Shechal Yom Shabbat, Rosh Chodesh comes out on Shabbat. Yeah, Bet Shammai says, Palel Shmona, you have to say 8 brachot. Bet Hillel says you only say 7 brachot. We pass in 7. As on Shabbat, it's always 7. Okay? So says the Gemara, Kasha, it's a good question actually. We don't have an answer. Okay? The kolel atzmo. So says the Gemara, we're going to be kolel Rosh Chodesh in Shabbat Nahi. It's actually a machloket Tanaim. Why is it a machloket Tanaim? It says, the Tanaim would learn to our Braita, Shabbat shechal yom Rosh Chodesh or Cholo Shel Moed. Shabbat that comes out on Rosh Chodesh or Cholo Moed. You pray normally. Sheva, 7 berachot. And then you just add in the Yalev Yavo. Bavodah and Retzeh. Eliezer says, Bo'dah, in Modim. If you didn't say it, you have to go back. Masafin by Musaf, Atchil b'shel Shabbat, you start with Titilano Shabbat, and then you finish b'shel Shabbat, Beruven Kadesh Shabbat. And you say Kedushat Yom in the middle. You just mention Rosh Chodesh or the Moed in the middle. Ashbag, Rabbi Shimon Gamliel, Rabbi Ishmael ben Rosh Hashanah Meroka Omrim, Kol Makom Shazakuk LeShava Nitam, you pray 7, Atchil b'shel Shabbat and B'shel Shabbat. You start with Shabbat, you finish Shabbat, you say Kedushat Yom in the middle. Maya Avala, what's the maskana though? Maskana is Zaman al-Chasta, זיכרון אחד עולה לכאן ולכאן. לכן אמרה בזיכרון, no. So הלכה למעשה, מוספה. And when you say מוספה, it counts for Rosh Chodesh and for Rosh Hashanah. Okay? Capish? Okay, fine. Next. Ve'amar Rabba. And Rabba says, Ki avinu beRavuna. Right, when we were in the yeshiva Ravuna, Ibailan, so we had the following question, Ma'ulomar Zman. Do we say Shechianu Kibanu Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippurim or not? Kevin, if it comes at a certain time, we should say it. Or Dilmar, maybe Kevin, it's not called Shalosh Regalim. Shalosh Regalim are Shalosh Regalim. Pesach, Shavuot, Sukkot. Not Rosh Hashanah and Kippur. Yeah, Lo Amrin and Lo Avi Biyadei. He didn't have an answer. So Kiata, Rav Yehuda, when he came to the house of Rav Yehuda, Amar, Ana Akara Chatanama Min Azman. Right now, also, right, he says, we're going to say Shechianu even when I see a big dlat. So I'm not going to say Shechianu on Rosh Hashanah Kippur. Amalei, he said, no, the Shulu Kamibaile, that's a Reshut. Ki Kamibaile Chova is an obligation. Meaning, if you take a new fruit and you say it, it's fine. But here it's an obligation. Amalei, Rav Shmuel Dami Tavayo, Eno Mezvan, Rosh Hashanah, you don't do Rosh Hashanah. So, Meitvei, we're going to ask the following question. Ten Chelek L'Shiva V'gam L'Shmona, you're going to give a portion for 7 and 8. Eliezer says 7 Yemei Bereshit, okay? Which is Shabbat. 8 days of Milah, okay? Yeshua 7 and 7 days of Pesach, 8 days of Chag. Shomer V'gam comes to include Atzeret, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippurim. My love, Lezman is not talking about Shechianu. It says, no, lebracha, to make a bracha, to do a Kedushat Yom. Make that the bracha on the day. Achinam Misaber, it's also logical. These are the Zman. What if you're going to tell me it's only for Zman? Zman called Shiva Mihika? Or you say Shechianu all the 7 days of Pesach? So says the Gemara, V'alokash, it's not a question. You're not going to make it today. You're going to make a bracha every single day for the 7 days. Says the Gemara, Ba'inan Kos, you need a cup. This helps according to Rav Nachman. The Amar of Nachman says of Nachman, Zman omro afilu b'shuk. You're going to say it even in the shuk. So it says the Gemara, Alokasha dikla lekos. He said, no, he had a kos in the shuk. He has a cup of wine in the shuk. Okay? So hati nachatzer Rosh Hashanah, that's good for Tzeret Rosh Hashanah. Yom Kippurim, how does he do it? There's no cup. So he says, Ale v'shatile, why? He's going to drink it. Kevin damar zman kablei ale v'sale. Becomes a sur. The Amal le Rav Yirmiyah le Baraba le Rav. Says Yirmiyah Baraba to Rav. Mi badalt. Right? Did you separate by saying Arvita Shabbat? Amal le in, yes, but then I separated. Right? Levarech ale v'lincha. So he says, take a cup and make a bracha. Varech shitom. You have to drink. Let v'lenuka, give it to a child. Let yichadak ravacha. We don't pass like ravacha to give it to a child. Okay, dilma to the misa, but if not, then the child will start doing these things afterwards. And the child will come on Shabbat, on Kippur, and he'll also start doing the same thing. Maya v'yala, what's the maskana? Right, what's the conclusion? Shadr Rabbanan, the rabbi sent Rav Yemar. Yeah, to Rav Yemar, Saba, Kamed Rav Chasam al Yom Adresh Shata. He comes and he sent him on Erev Rosh Hashanah. Amrule, they said, Zil Chadi, Chazi, Hey Chaviruda. How did you do it? So Ta'emalan, tell me, Kichazi, when he saw it, Amalei, you picked up a piece of wet wood that you cannot use, That means if you already picked up this piece of wood, for sure you needed it. So I tell Kasa de Chamna, they gave him a cup of wine. Kadish Yom HaZman, and then he made Shechianu. V'ilchata Omer Zman Rosh HaKippurim, v'ilchata Zman Omro Afilu Bashuk. So it comes out the two halachot. Rosh Hashanah and Kippur, you do say Shechianu, plus that not only do you say Shechianu, even in the shuk, without any cup, you just say Shechianu. Amar Rabba, and Rabba says, Yavir Beravuna, Ibailan, we had the question, Barbe Rav, Tiad B'tanim Malet HaShabbat, that he did Ta'anit on Erev Shabbat. Ma'ul Shlum, is he going to be Mashlim the Ta'anit until the Kohurim or not? No, you didn't know the answer. You didn't know the answer. You didn't know the answer either. Amar Rava says, Nechziyanim, we're going to try to look into it. Tell we learned to write that Tisha B'Av Shechal Yom B'Shvat, Tisha B'Av falls on Shabbat. Mem Aleph Amud Aleph, 41a. V'chein Erev Tisha B'Av Shechal Yom B'Shvat, or Erev Tisha B'Av that comes out on Shabbat, which means that it's on Sunday. Ochel v'shotek kol tzorko. You could eat whatever you want. You could do even like Sudat Shlomo Melech. Shato. Chal Yot Tisha B'Av Be'erev Shabbat, if it comes out on Friday, you know Beitza v'ochel, he's going to Kedesh Shabbat, in order that he's not going to come into Shabbat when he's going to be Meuneh. You see, for me, it's different. Even though nowadays it cannot come out on Friday. So, Tanya, we're going to write down Rabbi Yehuda. It was Tisha B'Av that fell on Erev Shabbat, and they brought him a Beitzah Megugelet, and he ate it without salt. Not because he needed to eat it, but to show the Talmidim that that's halacha, that he doesn't want to go into Shabbat when he's fasting. He will say, he should do it until the night time. Okay, we're going to stop here. Bezat Hashem.